Right, today we're going to talk about something very important to our health. You know, in psychiatry, people have asked me questions like, what are mental health conditions and what are the common ones and the ones that you feel they are not mental health conditions. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about common mental health conditions, and in the next video, I'm going to tell you about the mental health conditions that are not so common, that people do not even know that they are mental health conditions. Good day, viewers at home. Welcome back to my channel. This is Comfort Zone channel. We'll talk about mental health in the most simplified way. My name remains Deborah Bolaji, your favorite mental health nurse. If you are new to this channel, you're welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification button so that you get notified anytime our video drops. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Welcome back. Right, so number one on the list, in the list of the most common mental health conditions that people are very familiar with is depression. Depression has been one of, in fact, the major mental health conditions in the world. A lot of people are suffering from depression. Don't worry, I'm still going to take these mental health conditions one by one, explain to you what it means and things that you can do to avoid it or to treat it, and also I'm going to tell you more about each mental health conditions. But yeah, I'm going to just paraphrase everything, a summary of every of the mental health condition. So number one, like I said, is depression. Depression is very common, and a lot of people are living with depression today. The second common mental health condition is bipolar affective disorder. That is, there is a shift between extreme mood changes, whether to a depressive episode or to a manic episode. So bipolar is that bipolar affective disorder. There is a mood disorder. The individual is not stable, like the mood is not stable. There's an extreme, is that the person is depressed, extremely depressed, or is at manic phase. Don't worry, I'm still going to tell you more about it. So that's what bipolar is, and it's very common. It's a very, very common mental health condition. Another thing is personality disorders. There are lots of personality disorders. We all have different personalities, but even in that, we still have personality disorders. Another disorder that is very common is post-traumatic stress disorder. This occurs when an individual has actually gone through a very stressful situation, a traumatic situation, and it has affected the individual mentally. So we call it post-traumatic stress disorder. That is, it is after the traumatic event or stressful event that the individual starts coming out with some symptoms. Another disorder that is very common, a mental health condition that is very common again in psychiatry, is generalized anxiety disorder. Generalized anxiety disorder. This is disorder we get anxious about different things anytime, but this one is unique on its own because there are a lot of symptoms that are attached to it. An individual is not only anxious, but there are some other things that are attached that before we diagnose generalized anxiety disorder. So these disorders are very common. Another common disorder that we all know, we may not know the name, but we all see around us, maybe people in the market that you see that they have mental health conditions walking around naked, and it's called schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is very, very common. It has been for a very long time. But very, very long time. So schizophrenia is another one of the common mental health conditions. So this mental health conditions, this few I have mentioned, these are not all the common mental health conditions, but these are just few that I have chosen that they are very, very common and you can see around us. So like I said, I'll still expatiate on each mental health condition. We're still going to do a series of mental health conditions that you need to know about. So you see that you cannot afford to miss out on any of our videos. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and as well don't forget to click the notification button so that anytime our video drop, you get notified immediately. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. All right, bye.